Welcome to Tostitos Football Night in Baltimore.
Back in Baltimore, the Ravens ready to feast on the Browns, whose season has been all famine. Okay, I apologize.
That's cold,
and
Bob.
Despite sitting, no, not at all. And despite sitting atop the division, it's been an uneven first half of the year for Baltimore. But one of the few constants has been their kicker, Justin Tucker. He's been absolutely perfect for the year. And while most kickers prefer to stay out of the spotlight, Tucker isn't exactly typical. In fact, the fifth-year pro out of Texas aspires to perform in front of a different kind of audience.
Had the opportunity to end a bunch of games in my short career thus far, played in a Super Bowl, and I don't think I've ever been as nervous in my life as I was before I sang Ave Maria at the Baltimore Basilica last Christmas. I would say I wasn't even just nervous. I was like, there was a genuine fear. I never really knew that I had any version of a singing voice until I actually got into college. The only thing was I had to audition to get into the School of Music in the first place. Before I even auditioned, took several months of voice lessons and somehow snuck into the School of Music. I would train to sing for like the better part of an hour, and I would leave those sessions more physically, emotionally, mentally drained than I would a summer workout with the football team.
Over the last year, Justin Tucker also used his talents in commercials for a local convenience store.
My cup of Royal Farms.
If I could pick and choose exactly where I'd want to go with a singing career after football, it would be maybe the front man of like an 80s glam rock band. Yeah.
Until then, for a moment, I thought we'd stumbled into a night at the opera, but since I don't see any of the Marx Brothers around, I think it's still football night in Baltimore. Obviously, the guy can hit all the high notes, everything on the scale, and he's a heck of a kicker, Pro Bowl kicker.
And what's impressive about this is the entire division plays outside, and around this time of year, Coach, you see the wind, the conditions, the snow, the rain, and it really affects everyone except him.
Yeah, in these tight division games, having a great kicker is almost as important as having a good quarterback, Bob.
So Justin Tucker will try to stay perfect tonight against the Browns on Thursday Night Football. They're the new leaders of the AFC North. But are the Ravens the real deal?
15-10-5, touchdown Ravens!
It's always good to beat your division rivals, but what does it mean if we drop it Thursday?
Now another divisional opponent comes to town.
Holy cow! What a start!
One that's desperate to win, and nearly did so against Baltimore in Week 2.
The Browns blow a 20-0 lead.
It's an AFC North matchup on Thursday Night Football. Kickoff nearing here at M&T Bank Stadium, home of the Baltimore Ravens, who at 4-4 are tied with the Steelers for first in the AFC North, but at present they hold the tiebreaker since they beat the Steelers on Sunday. They'll meet again on Christmas Day. Tonight, they host the Browns, still looking for their first victory of the season. And now we look at the Tostitos starting lineups, and we ask who will be key for the Baltimore offense tonight, Rodney?
Well, I'm looking at quarterback Joe Flacco, and surprisingly, he struggled throwing a deep pass, but he has developed a chemistry with Mike Wallace. I expect a lot of big plays down the field.
And on that Cleveland defense, tackle Danny Shelton becomes key. He's going against that offensive line that's missing Pro Bowl guard Marshall Yanda tonight.
Yeah, for the Ravens defense, I really like C.J. Mosley. He's a guy, he can run sideline to sideline. He can make tackles in the open field. But really where he excels is in pass coverage, Coach. And it just seems like he's always making a key interception to close out the game.
And on offense for Cleveland, we talked about Terrell Pryor, but Corey Coleman was really the guy in that first game they did not have an answer for. He was all over the field, breaking tackles, making big plays. Look for Coleman to get that ball tonight.
And throwing to Coleman tonight will be fellow rookie Cody Kessler, who's put up some pretty good numbers, but still has an 0-6 record as their starter. They're 0-9 overall. Hugh Jackson is sticking with him, though, saying he needs to evaluate his young quarterback. Kessler and the Browns trying to break through tonight in Baltimore.
Football Night in Baltimore is presented by Tostitos Chips and Dips. Bring the party.